Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chai with Us podcast. This is episode number 33. I am Erica, the personal developer.
Hi, and I'm Ivana from Oco Isabel.
Yay. So, today we're going to talk about gratitude in 2020.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I am drinking a mint tea today. What about you?
I am drinking green tea. That's what I'm drinking.
Very nice. And look,
Mhm.
our cups match color today. They're both orange.
Ching!
Cheers.
I, okay, everyone. So, this one is tough to record. Let me be honest, okay? Because right now it's a little bit difficult to be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the middle of a pandemic. Um, we have a lot of things going on, people losing their jobs. Unfortunately, I lost my father.
Mm-hmm.
So, talking about gratitude is a little bit difficult, but it is not impossible.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I am a person who always see the bright side in things, even though it's freaking hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I do keep my gratitude practice, even though it's harder.
Yeah.
But I feel that it's more necessary now because that's where we are right now. We need to hold on to something, don't you think?
Yes, I completely agree. I think it gives you also some perspective when like you can be grateful for what you have in your life as opposed to like not having something. 1 year ago, I spent 2 weeks in the hospital in the U.S., and so I spent Christmas and New Year's in the hospital, and it was horrible. It was miserable. I always had someone with me. I couldn't be alone in the room. I was always getting medicine. And now that I'm not there, I feel so grateful. So, like, every day that I'm not in the hospital, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so I really wanted to make sure that people understand that we do understand what's going on, and then we cannot understand all of the situations, but we do know that this is hard. But at the same time, we do need to see positive things because otherwise, then what are we doing here?
Exactly.
And I would love to share like our practices because we are so for totally to gratitude. And
Hmm.
can you share like one of your practices or what is it that you are doing lately to just keep you grateful?
Sure. So I use my mala beads for
Mhm.
my gratefulness meditation. And what I do say is that like I say 108 things that I'm grateful for. And it can be simple things like today I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm
Yeah.
grateful that I'm walking. I'm grateful that I'm standing. I'm grateful that I can see. I'm grateful that I can eat. So I say
Mhm.
108 things. And when you think about that, like, oh, I don't have 108 things. Yes, you do. You just have to
You
get
do?
started.
You
You
do?
absolutely do. You have more than 108 things actually. It's just
This
it's just
do?
getting in the practice of saying them out loud and being like, "Wow, I do." And when I'm finished with that practice, I it's like my mood has changed because I'm just thinking about all the beautiful things that I have and the things that my body can do for me, right? Because a
Yeah.
lot of times we neglect our body until it gets injured, right? Until we break our foot, we're like, "Oh, I was so grateful to have 2 feet that like allowed me to walk around." And now that I have to wear a cast, it's not so fun anymore. And so then you start to appreciate all the things, all the beautiful things that your body can do for you.
Yeah. I do. I have tried this meditation before, like before sleep with the mala, and just telling myself and repeating what is it that I'm grateful for. And I do look around and I see so many things to be
Hmm.
grateful for. Another thing that I do not do this meditation a lot. I tried it just because I would like to try things, but I do write a lot, and I do like to write what am I grateful for.
Yes.
I like to write down what went well,
Hmm.
all of the good things that are happening right now. I do love to journal on those things because
Hmm.
they truly give me perspective. I do journal on the other things as well, things that make me sad, just to get it out of
Hmm.
my chest. But I like to journal also on what's okay, what is great in my life. And it has helped me a lot just to read and to see, and have this external proof that
Mhm.
everything is okay, you
Yes.
know? And well, not everything is okay, but we are okay.
Mhm.
And sometimes when, especially in my situation, when I was grieving and so many feelings and everything, and I was, I was looking in, and of course I was overwhelmed by grief, which is totally normal, accept it,
Mhm.
embrace it, and everything. But it also helped me to see some external proof that, you know what, this happened, but this is what you have right now, and this is so freaking good,
Yep.
and when I was ready, I was ready again to embrace all of these things that I do have and appreciate. So I
Mhm.
do encourage a lot of journaling, especially if you cannot, if you need to just to see, because
Yes.
sometimes it's hard to see. And most of the times when we are doing like this gratitude practices, I've been there. Okay, I'm grateful for my legs, I'm grateful for my heart, like, you're just saying it, okay, just admit
Yes.
it, you're
You're
just
not
saying
feeling
it.
it.
And I've been there,
Yes.
I'm sad as f, and I'm like, okay, I'm grateful that I have eyes. Okay, I can see, that's so cool, I can see, good, oh, aha. And I was not grateful at all.
Yeah.
and, and you know what, and writing kind of helps me, like, oh well, that wasn't that bad. And when I
Mhm.
have, like, sometimes I do have days that I think that were terrible, like in my head I had terrible, and then I start writing down what went well, and I'm like, I had a great day, like, what the hell am
Yeah.
I talking about?
It's so true. Sometimes we hang on to the little bad thing that happened in the day and we allow it to ruin our whole day instead of just being grateful for all the good things that happen in the day.
Yeah. And don't you feel that right now with the coronavirus situation, we are bombarded with information. I don't know, X person died. We have to, sweetie, I cannot see you right now.
Hold on.
You cannot move.
Okay, I'm there. Can you see me? There was your gratefulness, right? Now you can
I
see
can see
me.
clearly now, the rain is gone. Hey. Okay, so what was I? I was talking about being bombarded. Okay, so we are bombarded with negative information, especially
Yes.
now with the coronavirus situation, all
Mhm.
the time. Like, how many people died today? How many people died last week? How many people died before the coronavirus? How many people died after the
Mhm.
coronavirus? And it's just like, and someone is closing their borders. There's a vaccine. There's no vaccine, and
Mhm.
it's just like the information is overwhelming. And we already, by nature, focus on the negative things.
I think all something to remember too is that people are still going on with their lives. People are getting married during this time. People are having babies. They're giving birth. They are buying houses. They're starting businesses. And I think that's really scary to start in such uncertain times, but people are still doing it.
Yeah, it's true. Totally true. The other day I met this gentleman. We went to a Mexican restaurant, and their family just opened the restaurant. They were in a
Oh,
different
nice.
city, and they moved, and they moved to here, to the city of Santa Cruz, and they were so happy. And they were starting things, and it
Mhm.
kind of made me happy, because someone is starting things.
Yes.
And
Yes.
during this, because of the confinement and everything, no one is starting things. I mean, some people
Exactly.
are, but we're like, and I realized that this situation, and we are realizing right now, I think that this situation is going to take longer than we think.
Mhm. Mhm.
That
Yes.
means that, we cannot put our life on hold forever.
Mhm.
So starting things and seeing that life goes on, it's great, despite
Yes.
of everything that it's happening. It's such a good,
Mhm.
just such a good comment. I didn't think about
Yeah.
it until you
I
mentioned
and
it.
it gives you hope. It makes you feel hopeful that life does go on and yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. What are you grateful for right now?
I well, one, I'm grateful I'm not in the hospital. That's my daily gratefulness. Well, you have to remember, I spent almost 2 weeks in the hospital in India and 2 weeks in the US.
Hmm.
And so, not to be in a hospital for almost a month, like, I am so grateful that I can just walk around and go and do things that I want to do, to be able to just, maybe I want to go walking in the park and I can go do that. I'm not confined to my room. So I'm just grateful for my freedom. Even though it doesn't feel like we have freedom in Corona, we do.
We
If
do.
you have the freedom to go from one room to the next room in your apartment, that is
Yes.
freedom, people.
That is freedom. We do have internet. We still can
Be-
connect to each
yeah,
other.
yes,
We can start podcasts. We can start
that's
YouTube
right.
channels. We can write books. There's so many things we can do. We can connect to people.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm grateful for you and our time together and doing these podcasts.
me too. Me too.
I am grateful for my parents and being able to live at home with them during this time.
Mhm.
I am grateful for just being able to breathe, like really just being able to breathe, because a lot of
Mm.
people that have corona cannot breathe and are in hospitals on ventilators. Yeah. What about you?
Ah, boy. I'm grateful for so many things right now. I am grateful to have like this most amazing relationship I ever had in my life. Like seriously, cannot I don't have words for the gratitude I feel. I'm grateful that I'm surrounded by love, like so many
Hmm.
loving people in my life. I have
Yes.
you. I have my best friend. I work with my best friend. Seriously,
Hmm.
like I work with my best friend every day. We get to teach every day. I'm grateful that I get to talk with all of my brothers and my
Hmm.
sister right now. We are talking more because my father passed. Then we are he passed, and
So it brought
so
you
we
closer
are
together.
it brought us closer together. So I'm grateful for that. Like very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I still have a job. I'm grateful to live in
Hmm.
Tenerife. Things are not so bad in Tenerife, and I live in a beautiful place. I'm grateful I have my voice. I'm grateful that I found my voice. I could be here forever. I don't know. I don't know. As we were talking the other day, and I told you, like, I've been like through a lot of pain lately,
Hmm.
but at the same time, so many beautiful things came out of this
Hmm.
that it's even difficult to process everything.
Yeah.
Like I'm still processing because I have a lot of mixed feelings. Like, how is
Hmm.
this so good and this is so bad? How is this and it's crazy, but gratitude has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Like to I feel that right now I am moving more naturally towards gratitude and it helps me a lot in life to
Okay.
don't hold on to the bad things.
Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
hold on. I do feel, I do cry, I do scream, I do everything I need
Hmm.
to do, but I don't hold on to that because I know that there is more to this life. And if I'm still breathing, then I still have things to be grateful for.
Yeah, but it's also to be grateful for is that you can cry and you can release that emotion,
Thank you. Yes, it's true. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. Because not so long ago, I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would hold on to everything,
Bottle it up.
bottle it up, you know,
Yeah.
repress everything and walk around with a depression without even knowing it. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
you are right. That's one more thing to add to my list. Yes, I'm grateful that I am able to express,
To
to feel.
yeah, to feel
Yes.
all your emotions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That was very good. Okay. It's true. Mhm.
No, I think for me, I spent so many years just bottling things up and repressing and repressing and repressing until it all just finally burst open and it was just floodgates of emotions.
Mhm.
And now I can have an emotion and feel better about it. And sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm crying, other times I'm laughing. And it's nice, like you having all ranges of emotions, not just these bottled up, repressed
Yeah.
emotions.
Yeah, and accept that we are humans. So That's normal. And I love that you
Hmm.
said this because it clicked, because we see bad emotions as a bad thing,
Right.
but you are just processing, you are just
Hmm.
healing. So it hurts, but I mean, it's a good thing that you're feeling.
Yes, I agree.
Beautiful. My God, Ivana, so good.
I'm just grateful for your laughter. I love recording these podcasts because I look forward to them every week because it's something fun to do, and it's
It
also
is.
like makes me forget that we're in Corona and that
Yeah.
we're just here recording an episode about something that we find interesting that we think other people would find interesting as well.
Yeah, we're just in this bubble and just being ourselves and talking. And this is
Yes.
amazing. Like having moments like these, especially at the end of the week, guys. Little secret here: we usually record by the end of the week. So usually by the end of the week, I have a lot of things to say. Like,
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
Uh, can we wrap this up because we're
Yeah, I
gonna,
think so because I
yeah.
think we talked about what we wanted to say. Just remember that the fact that you're breathing and that you're walking and you can see is enough to be grateful for today. If you can't
Mm.
think of anything to be grateful for, just be grateful that you can open your eyes and see us. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna wrap this up before I cry. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week. We are grateful for you. We are
Yes,
grateful
we
that you
are.
are watching. We are grateful that you are listening because otherwise we would be speaking to the walls. Thank you.
That's true. Thank you so much. Bye bye.